My title is How to Live in the Public, about the relationship between privacy and public. At the first, I will talk about transparency, from material property extending to the sociology, philosophy, and architecture idea at last. In the material way, it can reflect something and be penetrated by light. So, sometimes it will play some tricks, like playtime and dark soup. The director used the transparency to make a joke. And this installation art, transparency makes the glass maze look borderless. The only way to get out of the maze is to break it. This is a policy about window tax in England. It's about a new facade to face the public. The policy sometimes change people's life and the relationship to the public. There are some theories about transparency. First one is from Colin Rowe. He brought out a new discussion about transparency. It's not only reflected on material properties, but also on the phenomenon by overlap systems. The second one is Transparency Society by Bing-zhe Han. It's about transparency in sociology, philosophy idea. He thought that we are living in a transparent social because of too much media. Transparency is reflected by industrial age. The quickly producing means it has to be efficient. The things becomes the data. In the flat world, there's no story and shadow for people to hide. The left picture from Playtime by Tati is like a metaphor. Every object looks similar, and people's lives are shown to everyone, like the products in the window. He also mentions the panopticon model in his theory. It is more efficient to control people, and is also used in the school and the hospital. The last one is In Praise of Shadow by Tanizaki Junichiro. He debates the totally transparent and mentioned the new idea from Japanese culture. Although the quality of life has improved, the highly transparent and light destroy the beauty of daily life. Rear Window by Hitchcock shows the relationship of the neighborhood. People who live here share their daily by visual and sound. In my first film is referred to this.
Et quelques jours plus tard, il s'aperçoit une femme dans sa cuisine et il fait la cuisine chez elle, comme si elle était chez elle. Il prenait la police arrête cette femme et la femme qui était là,
It shows the connection or the transparency of the neighbors. I use the panopticon idea in my model, but there is no watchtower in the middle. The empty space may become the public space, not just for a monitor. Following this idea, I observed on the street and found something. Lots of people use the public space as their home, using the facility in their way and ignoring the rules. These behaviors blur the boundary between privacy and public. So I try to imagine if people live in the public, how will it be like. I use the way from Dogville, put an interior plan in the public space. I use the sound of clock in the film to mention about the routine of daily. Try to think about how people use the public space as a second home, and the relationship between people who live in the public. The rooms of the city. If city is a home, the public space will become different rooms. So I emphasize the public space like the park and the street in the city of my drawing. It is Pei-xuen Park. It is a kind of common park in Taiwan. I combine the plan of the park and the elevation of the building around it. The elevation shows how the residents face to the public space. I try to draw a public space in a domestic way. So I put an indoor plan and some domestic activities in the park. And I refer to the classmates in my book of copy. I'm thinking about how to put private and public space together, not just someone occupied it. So I try to use the discontinuous wall to separate the areas. In this drawing, I imagine if people can live in the public, like an apartment life, but this space is still open to everyone. Different kinds of the boundary shows different degree of the transparency between privacy and the public. And the pavement also shows the different areas. I try to think a new kind of public space. It's not highly transparent, but also open to everyone. I put different kind of activities and domestic space in this park. It's like a semi-public, but not just for some people. Everyone can use it. Some kind of like the residents extend their private space to the public, share a part of their daily life to others.